2022 was the year for the rise of romance, historical fiction, action, and uncles? There certainly was a mania this year. Some shows require absolute binge-watching type of focus, while others require more of a Pomodoro method. Today, we're ranking the top 10 best new TV shows of 2022. Get your popcorn, ready, set, and let's go!
Dreams didn't make us kings. Dragons did.
Number 10, 1899.
6 hours ago, we received a message. We believe this comes from the Prometheus.
Mystery meets horror meets historical drama meets dark. In this grim, dread-inducing yet seductive piece of storytelling, the creators of the popular show Dark bring their A-game again. 1899 is more of a fever dream than it is an hour-long episode. A fever dream that's timey-wimey with a good dose of gripping storytelling. Because here, you have a group of people come across a mysterious ship. Each episode presents you with flashbacks, leading you to why they're on Prometheus in the first place.
Wake up.
Number 9, The Terminal List.
Lieutenant Commander James Reese, can you outline the details of your mission?
The Star-Lord gives up his mission to protect the galaxy. Trust us, there is no dancing here, and a dance battle to Oldies Jam won't bring back Chris Pratt's character's loved ones. People were on the fence about Pratt stepping into the shoes of a non-goofy, military-minded role, but he knocked it out of the spaceship. Last Guardians of the Galaxy reference, promise. James Reese receives one grim homecoming. His Navy SEALs platoon is dead and buried. So is his wife, and his daughter, and his career. In his search for vengeance, he teams up with none other than Lost's Taylor Kitsch, a former SEAL. Constance Wu joins the cast as a truth-seeking investigative journalist.
Investigations are still ongoing into the failures of Operation Odin Sword.
Failed missions resulted in the death of 12 Navy SEALs.
Number 8, The Bear.
I have every intention of turning this into a respectable place of business. Eventually.
Jeremy Allen White finally gets out of Chicago. Well, out of Lip Gallagher, his other iconic Chicagoan character's Chicago. In The Bear, he's a fine dining chef, whose world is rocked by more than grief when his brother commits suicide. He hangs up his chef's hat for an apron at his family's sandwich shop. Running a small business is more backbreaking than you'd think. Add a stubborn kitchen staff and a tension-filled relationship with his family, and White's Carmy can barely handle the heat of the kitchen.
This is your brother's house. I was running it fine without you.
Why didn't he leave it to you then?
Number 7, Reacher.
Police, don't move!
Jack Reacher, parents deceased, retired Army.
Bronze Star, Silver Star, and a Purple Heart.
Alan Ritchson is a long way from playing the ruthless, sadistic Gloss in Hunger Games: Catching Fire. He is now Reacher from the Jack Reacher series. The show is based on Lee Child's first book of the series, Killing Floor. If the name Reacher is overly familiar, it might be because you recognize Tom Cruise in his shoes. Ritchson is indelible in his role, though. Why this series rose so quickly to the top is because of its continuous homages to the original book. The dialogue, the clothes, and even the stomach-dropping action scenes.
You boys knew what's about to happen to you. You'd leave now.
Don't go getting yourself arrested for murder.
Number 6, The Lord of the Rings: The Rings of Power.
My brother gave his life hunting the enemy. His task is now mine.
J.R.R. Tolkien's words have done it again. Only this time, instead of Bilbo Baggins, Frodo, and Sam's version of Middle-earth, we're launched back thousands of years before the events of either series. Watch as great unspeakable power forms and see kingdoms atrophy into ruin. Both old and new fans will find middle ground in the lineup of both familiar and new characters. Rest assured though, the vibes are immaculate and the plot is seamless. Number 5, Severance.
Hello, my name is Mark S. And I have, of my own free accord, elected to undergo the procedure known as severance.
If the first episode of Severance left you more confused and off-kilter than you'd started, you're not the only one. Severance, the TV show, carved its way into our hearts and blew our minds. The premise is of a team of office workers who, every time they go to work, have their memories of their personal lives wiped, and vice versa. When a mysterious reappearance alerts them to something amiss, the team sets out to find the truth. Severance is ominous, it's mysterious, it's claustrophobic and dystopian. And it's one of those shows that needs to be binge-watched, like immediately.
What is it we actually do here?
Number 4, The Sandman.
You know the Sandman.
He's a fairy story, Hetty.
He's no fairy story. He's back.
Good to know.
It was really Gwendolyn Christie's year, wasn't it? Only in The Sandman she stepped in the role of Lucifer rather than an impeccably dressed school principal. You'll hear the beckoning call of Tom Sturridge as the Sandman, also known as Dream. After a century's imprisonment, the Sandman has to overcome and jump across timelines to regain control over his dominion. The gender swap of some characters wasn't something people expected, but it fits in seamlessly. Creator Neil Gaiman waited for 30 long years to make it a real-life adaptation in a TV show, and his patience paid off.
He's free. He's out of his cage.
Number 3, Peacemaker.
Truth is, I'm supposed to be in prison.
For what?
Superhero stuff.
What superhero are you?
Peacemaker.
Get out of here! There's no superhero called Peacemaker!
Dude, I'm famous.
The show starts with a mission that was Butterfly's alien cow. After the actions of the Suicide Squad, Christopher Smith is again under Amanda Waller's authority in the concept of Peacemaker. He joins a Clemson Mern-led Argus Black activity squad. The crew includes Vigilante, Peacemaker's creepy want-to-be best friend, Emilia Harcourt, tech nerd John Economos, and Leota Adebayo, Waller's daughter who serves as her go-to spy. Their covert project, Project Butterfly, aims to stop insect-like aliens from invading human hosts by penetrating their minds.
Hey, no! That's because we're born killers. What separates us from other killers is we only kill bad people. Usually. Unless there's a mistake.
Number 2, Wednesday.
Hey, freak. This is a close practice.
The only person who gets to torture my brother is me.
2022 experienced a cultural phenomenon in the form of everyone, Lady Gaga included, imitating the Wednesday dance. You don't have to have watched Wednesday the series to know Jenna Ortega has some serious moves while dancing to Goo Goo Muck by the Cramps. In all seriousness, Wednesday lives up to the hype. Ortega's acting is a fantastic, sarcastic, antisocial, barb-throwing portrayal of the beloved Addams Family character. The rest of the cast is the headless Rose on top. Emma Myers, Hunter Doohan, Percy Hines White, Gwendolyn Christie, Catherine Zeta-Jones, Louise Guzman, and of course, the indelible Christina Ricci, the original Wednesday.
She's been smothering me with hospitality. I hope to return the favor. In her sleep.
Before we reveal our first pick, let's look at some honorable mentions, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Moon Knight.
Thank you.
Lost the contact lens.
Hope you find it.
Thanks.
From.
I've missed you so much.
Megan, what are you doing?
Maybe I can come in.
The Peripheral.
It was like being there, in your body.
You're inside the peripheral.
Dahmer, Monster, the Jeffrey Dahmer story.
She gonna open your gift? You didn't know.
Guillermo del Toro's Cabinet of Curiosities.
I've seen a forest. A forest that takes the dead inside.
Joy, see my paintings.
Please, show me mercy.
The Dropout.
This isn't just my job. This is who I am. Anybody who doubts my company, doubts me.
Number 1, House of the Dragon.
I will not be made to choose between my brother and my daughter.
The power of House of the Dragon to have an entire fandom, millions of people rooting for a princess to marry her uncle? Or maybe that's the power of Matt Smith. After that unmentionable Game of Thrones finale and final 2 seasons, Game of Thrones fans swore off the franchise. But when the first House of the Dragon episode rolled out, it pulled off the impossible. It rekindled fans' love for the series. House of the Dragon is unique in so many ways. The time jumps, the gray morality of literally every character, the genius of every actor, King Viserys? Wow! And the dragons? Chef's kiss. House of the Dragon paves the way for Dance of the Dragons and the dragon's extinction for centuries. And we can't wait.
Where is duty? Where is sacrifice? Now they see you as you are.
And those are the top 10 best new TV shows of 2022. Did we miss one of your favorites? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell below to be notified of new content.